The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 WGBC invites you to the talk of all the towns in East Mississippi and West Alabama. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Candace.
Yes.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Hope y'all are doing well.
We got half your hair on TV.
Oh, do I need to scoot over?
Come on, look at there. Doesn't she look better on TV?
Ease on over.
We only have 59 minutes left to tell y'all what's going on.
Yeah.
Can y'all believe that we're already at January the 9th? This year is underway. Your taxes are going to be due before long.
Oh, that's always such a joy.
And if you hadn't gotten that love note in the mail yet, yes, your taxes in Lauderdale County have gone up. Mm-hmm. If you hadn't noticed that yet, that'll be coming to you very shortly there. But you will have a new courthouse one day.
Yeah. Did you see on the power bills where that's going to go up?
I missed out on that one.
I think it was like 14%.
Just love increases.
I know. That's what we need is a little bit more increases at the grocery store. And yeah, I saw yesterday where somebody posted a picture of a carton of 18 eggs was like $8 and something.
Those chicks are starting to be the most popular thing around.
Yeah.
I really don't know what's driven it up. Yeah, I do. I read an article about how it had been an epidemic and it took out a bunch of chickens. So
Be glad y'all have your own eggs. So.
Well, they're down to like 2 eggs a day out of 18 chickens. So I don't know what's going on there. Strike?
I don't know.
Demanding more feed or something? I don't know.
I don't know. Is that something? I mean, this is going to be a crazy question. Probably people are going to go, really?
No, wait a minute.
Really,
Are you with Angie
really?
in this conspircy theory about the chickens?
What are you going to say? Is it like a seasonal type thing where they?
Oh, no. She'd read something about feed.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they produce more eggs at certain times. I don't know.
I thought it was cold weather, and they thought, I just ain't going to give you no eggs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But there's all types of conspiracies out there about why the chicken. And then I saw this cute picture of this chicken with some bling bling on her neck that she's been getting all this extra stuff since the price of eggs went up.
They might just be tired of it for right now. They might just be, I ain't doing any more eggs for you right now.
Y'all ever heard that old saying, what's that got to do with the price of eggs?
Oh,
well, apparently it's a lot right now.
I know it. Yeah, everything's going up.
It is National Law Enforcement Day. If you happen to run up on an officer, thank them for what they do.
That's right.
Big day for them.
Very much for everybody. They do.
And some folks don't like what they do for them.
Well,
when it's handcuffs
you know what?
involved.
You can change that.
Yes, you can. Just change
do the right
your ways.
thing. Yeah.
Get rid of all of that. Like we said, it is Monday. We do hope you're feeling better and everything is underway for you. Watch the school buses. They're at school now. They'll be out later on this afternoon again, depending upon where you live, 2:30 on. We want to make sure that they get there. It was a lot of fog out this morning.
It really was. Last night it started rolling in pretty early. As a matter of fact, I think it was around like close to 6 last night. It was thick fog. We were headed to my grandbaby's first birthday party, and it was thick fog. Mm-hmm. Which I will have to say, he was 1 year old yesterday, and it's Raiden Alexander.
Well, happy
Timothy
birthday.
Raiden Alexander. Yeah.
I saw some pictures of chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate cake, chocolate ice. And I said, I don't know whose idea that was, but Mimi had to bend down to pick some chocolate up off the floor, and he grabbed a wad of my hair with chocolate fingers. So, yeah.
So you're a Mimi?
Mimi, yeah.
Ooh, get out of here.
He can't say it yet, but one day he will.
Didn't name yourself. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
Nothing like those first birthday parties there.
Know. Yes.
Let's see here. Don't forget there's going to be a tater log shortage and a Dollar General withdrawal in Scuba, Mississippi beginning tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Oh, goodness.
If you live on the west side of Scuba, Mississippi, across the tracks toward the junior college and anywhere downtown, you will not be able to get to the store. Why? They're going to rip up the tracks and work on it. As we look at here is what we've got right there. Mm-hmm. They're working on it. It will be closed down from 7 until 5 tomorrow. So if you're wanting tater logs, it's just too bad.
Now, you think there'll be people parking over there by where Smith's used to be and walking to the store?
I wouldn't doubt anything.
Yeah, they might be. They might be taking a little walk.
So y'all keep that in mind. Seriously, if you need something in Scuba that's on across the tracks, or you go to work to DeKalb and you come along after 7, you better leave earlier. You have to go a roundabout way either through Waholic or down to the Chicken Shack and take a right. Mm-hmm. Go the back way into DeKalb. Take you a little bit longer to get there.
Yeah, that would be a little bit out of the way.
Yeah, it would be. So just some notes to keep in mind. Let's see what else we have going on. I wanted to bring this up. I don't have all the details. I've asked for more details from the Meridian Police Department. We'll see if we get that. But we do know so far, and we'll share the picture with you, what we've got so far. This is a picture that was taken. Of course, there's the chief and part of the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department there. They did a joint bust of about 600 catalytic converters that had been stolen.
Goodness, 600.
Yeah. And we don't know the who, what, when, or how at this point. We do know that it happened. I've asked for information of where it was in the county that it happened and what day, and then, who all the officers are. We'd love to recognize them. We did know Chief Young there, so we'll find out more about that as it was a combined effort in some way or another. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department did a search warrant and found something, and it connected back with the city. I don't have all the details, but it all kind of jointly went together over a catalytic converter, and next thing you know, somebody's in jail, or multiple people. With 600, there's got to be multiple people.
You would think there would be a big group working together for something like that.
And this has got to be a major problem. Would that mean that's got to be multi-state? That's not just something that's being held here in Meridian, I wouldn't think. We'll find out. Hopefully more information today. Did everybody see the pictures from the coast this weekend?
I did see that. It's awful.
We've got a rare whale that was found on the beach. And as you look at a few of these pictures, look how, I don't know if you can really tell just how big that boy is.
So it was rare?
Yeah, it's like one of 100 of these that they know of that exist. So maybe they'll find out what happened. They got a tarp over it now. These pictures were taken about when that happened.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll know more about it.
So, I assume the water came up and, at some point.
An assumption.
Yeah.
So somebody said possibly they were sick. Just a lot of unknowns at this point on that.
That was down in Pass Christian?
Yeah. I hadn't been to the beach in quite a while.
Yeah, I hadn't either. Well, we went in July. We went to the, down in Gulf Shores, but this would be around Mississippi case.
Yeah, a lot of folks went down for cruising the coast. I got a lot of pictures from back there. That's a big deal for our Mississippi coastline. Yeah. Did you see over the weekend, and I brought this up earlier, about I remember watching it as a kid, 8 is Enough.
Yes.
The little bitty fellow passed away.
I saw that. He was only 54?
54.
Yeah.
Adam Rich. He was the little youngster on the show there. Passed away, and they have not said what happened to him.
No, they did say that he was a fighter for mental health, the mental health issues and stuff. So
let's hope it didn't go there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep our fingers crossed there.
Yeah.
Luana said there's only about 50 of those adult wells in existence that they know of. 50 of them.
50 out of the whole, that is rare. Goodness.
Very. So maybe we'll learn a little bit more about that before long.
I would think they would have some major marine biologists coming in to study that.
I would think so. Boy, let's talk about Structural Steel Friday. I had a chance to go out. The lieutenant governor rolled into town with highway patrol circling everywhere. Wherever they go, they escort them. Here's the story that we did here. Is Delbert came out, and it was a big crowd there as he talked about what he had done for the state of Mississippi and to announce his election bid. There's Tommy and Rebecca, and of course there's Ward out hanging with him there. And you read the whole story there at Sam Media. Again, a big crowd of what they expect. And he was talking about how the state of Mississippi had not borrowed any money for 2 years. That's good.
Yeah,
We've got a little bit in the bank. Even better news.
Maybe they need to give Washington some pointers.
Call them up. Follow this plan. It may help y'all. So that's some good news as we look at things around the area. We'll talk about who's running for what. We've had some more people in other races in Lauderdale County. We'll go over that in a minute and tell you who, what, and how. All that's coming up with us. Is that pink or what color is that?
It's pink. It is pink. It's kind of like a Pepto pink.
It looks warm is what I'm thinking.
It is warm, but I don't know what this material is, that chenille type material, and fuzz kind of, you might see a piece floating through the air in a minute.
I hate to tell you this, but I'm tad over 50 and I ain't never heard that word before. What?
Chenille.
Is
like
that
a chenille
That
sweater.
sounds like that perfume that ladies wear, Chanel number 5.
That's Chanel. Chanel number 5, yeah.
Well, I was close.
You are close.
They used to sell it at Mac Ray's, and you walk by, they'd squirt you.
Yeah.
Y'all be careful. Oh, and I'll tell you about I don't know, I guess you call this a scam that's going on that I encountered this week. And we'll tell you about that and how to run for it. Maybe you want to go let it happen to you. I don't know. We'll see.
Scams are not real popular with people.
We'll be right back.
Interstate Auto, conveniently located right down from IHOP on North Frontage Road in Meridian, has a large selection of late model cars, trucks, and SUVs in inventory. Maybe you like the looks of a sporty Ram truck or the more fuel-efficient Toyota Tacoma and Highlander, or even a Ford Explorer. If you're a truck fan, you must check out their selection of Ford and Chevy pickups. If your family requires extra space, check out their selection of minivans and sedans. And remember, all roads lead to Interstate Auto, 802 North Frontage Road in Meridian.
The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville is passing along these great savings this week. California navel oranges, a 4-pound bag, $4.99. Florida strawberries, a 1-pound package, $3.99. Fresh tomatoes, a 4-pack, $2.99. Fresh green bell peppers, 89 cents each. Family pack assorted pork chops, $1.59 a pound. And certified Angus beef T-bone steaks, $8.99 a pound.
We're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
Jackson Flowers has settled into their new location on Highway 19 North and is still offering the same great products and services you and your family have grown accustomed to over the past 60 years. Jackson Flowers is pleased to offer their after Christmas sale on many items found in their gift shop. Don't forget, they offer floral arrangements, live, along with all of their fashionable decor for your home or office. Visit Jackson Flowers, now located 2 miles north of Walmart on Highway 19 North. Jackson Flowers, for all occasions.
Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. Morton, Mississippi tuning into this morning. Maria, how are you doing? I hope your day is going well for you.
Yes.
This weekend, a couple of things went on. Finally, after about 6 months of not fixing a part on my truck, I finally broke down and worked on it. And you know how they have the safety videos of what you're supposed to do? You never pay attention to that. Nah.
That's a man for you.
And I got to have me a long talk with Keith Freeman today because I bought it from Keith. And I went to take the tire off, and it wouldn't come off. Mm-hmm. I had it on my lift, and I pulled on it, and then it started rocking because it wouldn't come loose. Then I let it down, and it still wouldn't come off. And so I finally got a pry bar about as long as a table and got the wheels off. Mm-hmm. And then I got under it to replace the brakes. And you know how you have your brake caliper, and you're supposed to tie it off up here? Well, I ain't never done that. Until I got slapped upside the head with it, and I started bleeding.
Oh, Lord.
It was ferocious. I mean, it hit. You see that mark?
Oh, I did see a mark. I thought Angie might have got you.
It knocked me silly. So then I noticed I had borrowed. You know how you borrow something, you don't return it?
Yeah.
I had a pair of gloves borrowed from Barry Brand that I had not returned. So I thought, well, I need to go get my own.
Yeah.
So I went and bought me some mechanics glove. I went down to Wally World, and as I mentioned, scam.
Right.
I was over there on aisle 13, getting me a pair of gloves, and here they come, boogie there, boogie there. It was this old girl, she couldn't speak English, and had a note wanting money, and they were going from aisle to aisle, and she come up to me, and I couldn't understand her. I said, what? And me and her went back and forth with me questioning what she was trying to say. Then she produces a note, and she was begging for money. And there was another gentleman to the right over there, and I thought at first she was with him, and I told her, no, go away. And he come up and he goes, well, she hit me. And he says, after I'd given her money, he said, I found out there was 4 of them floating around in the store with notes, supposedly not being able to speak English. So if you're in town, it doesn't matter the store, and it's a bunch of ladies wearing tight breeches and tight shirts come up to you somewhere between the age of 18 and 22 to 24, don't give them money.
Right.
It's a whole group of them trying to get money out of you.
Better yet, go tell the store.
And I did that.
Yeah.
And I contacted Cornbread, and he said he was going to see if they would attack him if he went to town.
That's something like law enforcement might need to come up in the store and
Well,
Give them a little hint that
there's
they don't
this
need to be doing that.
other lady, and I'm sure that y'all, the first time and I really felt compassion the first time it happened to me. There was a lady come up to me and said she was a Christian lady and she was trying to get some food. She's in her 40s or so, but she's asked me like 8, 9 times since then.
Yeah.
And I don't help her anymore. But just be aware if there's a lady toting around a box fan talking about how good of a Christian she is and she needs money for groceries, she's also a faker too.
Yeah.
And you can find her in department stores. I've seen her all over town. So
It's really sad that people do play on people's emotions like
They do.
that because and they know that they can get away with it a lot of times.
right, playing on a man's attention wearing tight breeches is a shame on you. And that's what they were doing. They weren't asking no women.
I was supposed to say, you see, they ain't come up to no woman.
Because they take a
and
purse
ask.
upside the head.
That's right, or missing a little bit of hair. Yeah.
But that truly is one of the things that were going on.
No, really though, people will play on people's emotions, and it's a sad thing because a lot of people, like I have given to people before, but normally if I think they're hungry, I'll go get them something to eat. And take it to them, you know, because I mean, you just.
She's usually got a biscuit down in her purse. I hope y'all know.
I don't. I need a biscuit sometimes. As of today, though, I am not snacking anymore. I am
Why,
not.
are you dieting?
Yes. Today is a new beginning. I'm gonna lose a few pounds.
Well, I need to lose some with you because I've got a few.
Yeah.
Remember that song by Dr. Hook, I've got a couple of more years on you, babe? We're changing the lyrics to that. I've got a couple more pounds on you, babe. That's all.
Well, I'm tired of stepping on that scale thinking, I know I've lost a few
There's a
pounds,
cure to that.
and I've gained a few or something. And I'm like,
Just
what is going
don't
on?
get on it.
I'm like, what is going on? This is, I don't know. I think I could smell a biscuit and gain 5 pounds.
And some people are that way. And
Yeah.
I've heard that rumor metabolism has something to do with it. Like one person can eat something and they truly gain from it. It does. Something happens to you the older you get.
All you young girls that don't gain a pound, I used to be like that.
Yeah, it's coming.
That's right. I used to be good for you.
What was
'cause,
that- what was that
it
other
don't
song?
last forever.
Your time hadn't come yet, baby.
That's right.
It's coming.
That's right.
As we look in on a few of the folks that are signing up, and again, there's a lot of folks that are going to be running for coroner of Lauderdale County. As we go to take a look at this, Kevin Smith has filed his paperwork. This is him with Donna Gill filling it out on, I think this was Friday when he qualified. As we go back to the list, I've got the latest and greatest list from her as we pull this up this morning as we go down for this. Still Ward and Ricky running for sheriffs, a lot of unopposed. And as we get here to, and I don't know Scrappy,
I don't know him
but
either.
Scrappy has signed up to run for coroner. He's a Democrat. Kenneth Graham is a Republican running. Also John Hollingsworth, Stella McMahon, Kevin Smith, and Jonathan Wells are those that are running now for coroner of Lauderdale County. And that's a lot.
Yeah,
And of course,
it is.
August will be the runoffs, and then we will see what happens toward November. Now, the next one that we've got several running for in Lauderdale County, as we pull this up, Supervisor District 1. And part of this is in the city and then goes out in the county on Highway 493. J.J. Anders, Chris Bullock, Tyrone Johnson, and Devin Snowden have qualified. Now, could there be more show up today? They've got to what, February 1st. So if you got the itch and you think that you're the person that should run for an elected position, now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot here.
So is there anybody else running for anything else?
Let's see here. Well, this is a pretty big one down here. Let's go to Justice Court Judge. A lot of folks running for this office. Also, Merritt Berry is running. We got Charles Graham and Nick Lisi. Now, we're -1 on that. We could have some more. I'm hearing there may be more wanting to do this also, but we're down to 3. One person pulled out. They were unsure if their job would allow them
Right.
to do it, and so they had to back out for a time being.
But he still has till February 1st to re-enter.
Right. Glancing down here, there's old Buck, Constable Lee. Nothing else. Those are our 2 biggest ones of people that are after that.
But, like we've said before, just, try to do your homework. I don't know what I'm trying. I always am a loss for words. I know y'all probably really miss that when I leave. But no, just try to, research and see what these people stand for and see what kind of job. I mean, some of these people have never done these jobs and they will learn, a whole lot when they go in. But it takes a special person to do like coroner. I mean, it really does. It takes somebody that really has compassion, because it's not just something you just go out and it's just a job. You know, it just takes a lot to do something like that.
And I don't want your job. I don't even want to do a ride along with you, as a matter of fact.
Look, but thank goodness we have people to do that job.
Yeah.
Because I heard somebody say the other day, it's a transition for a lot of families. You know, it really, I mean, it is. It's just something you have to think about, the families. You have to think about everybody involved, their feelings. And you want somebody that's got respect for that.
Yeah.
So.
Steve, thanks for pointing that out. You know how you have it in your head? I was talking about your time hasn't come yet, but that was an Elvis song. I knew that from Speedway.
Uh-huh.
As Elvis always could break out in song in the middle of nowhere, we're going to win this race. And into a song he'd go, no matter what the occasion was. The Colonel pushed him, let's just say that. Goodness. Let's see what else went on. Oh, we got somebody shot this weekend. Anybody know about that? Yep, shot twice. Let's pull this up where you can take a look here what went on here. This happened in Meridian on 10th Avenue and 23rd Street. Person just walking down the street was, shot twice in the leg, in the ankle area there.
Oh.
So no life-threatening, but I don't think any arrests have been made at this point. Put a little boom-boom in their day, to say the least. Bad. How does this happen? We don't know.
Right.
But thank goodness it was no more serious than that. Now, I would have to think that if you were shot in the ankle, that could put a limp in your walk for the rest of your life.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, that would definitely.
It's scary. Now,
I'd be looking. I would be out looking the next day. Be limping around looking for whoever it was.
Yeah, let's hope they have a full recovery quick. Now, I've sent a message, and we hadn't got all the information yet. When it happened, I got in touch with Sheriff Jody Pennington in Newton County. We're learning about this as we go, but as we pull the story up from this weekend, there was a four-wheeler accident that happened on Highway 489. This is where the helicopter landed here on Newton-Conehatta Road. We had 3 people taken to a hospital. 2 by ambulance, and 1 was airlifted. And I do think that last night another person was airlifted from one hospital to another for more care. Now, again, we don't know what caused it, the ages of anybody that was involved at this point. I know a lot of you from Newton County know more about it than I do. But that's what we have at the moment. So as this develops and we get more information from the sheriff, we'll pass this along. But it sounds very, very serious. So
yes.
A little prayer headed for Newton County is what we need.
Yes.
Wish I could tell you more about that, but y'all know in the community. Now,
We pray that they're going to be okay. Goodness.
Absolutely. If you were up going to get a piece of chicken Saturday night, next thing you know, there's blue lights everywhere, and you're going, I just want my chicken. Y'all get out of the way. Well, you couldn't. Somebody was trying to cross the road and got struck. And from the best of my understanding is it was a hit and run. There was a lot of people that sent me a message and said, I think the police were involved in that. That was just the police stopped with the lights on with someone, and that's how that kind of began. But they were struck. It was not life-threatening, but still being hit by a car.
And this was near College Park area?
Right there by Popeyes Chicken in front of it. Now, we don't know why they were trying. I guess it's the old question of why was the chicken trying to cross the road. We don't know the answer to that, at least not now.
That's just not a good spot.
That's a busy.
I mean, there's an intersection right down there that I'm sure there's a walk. Don't walk.
You have to go down to MCC at those, or it's just tough jaywalking. I guess is what you call that. So we think about all those folks and what went on there. We had several accidents over the weekend. We had an accident on I-20 at mile marker 151. A truck was going down the road, pulling a dolly behind it. Next thing you know, whoops, it come loose.
Yeah.
A couple cars got involved. No one seriously hurt, but it was raining and it blocked up traffic for quite some time.
There's a note here.
I don't know why that would be happening. It says there was a freeze there on the television side.
That's right.
I don't know. Everything here on my side looks to be working properly.
Okay. Are y'all having any issue on Facebook or it says and internet? Okay. I don't know.
I don't know. Chad says that there was a problem there.
Okay.
But all systems on our side says it looks good. But hopefully that'll be cleared up very shortly from now.
I hope so.
All right, we also had some accidents, other accidents that happened over the weekend. Nothing major. No one hurt, thank goodness. We did have a bunch of structure fires over the weekend. And let's go out and take a look here in the southeast area. Getting a lot of Facebook is good.
Okay.
And that's what I'm staring at here as we pull this up to take a look. This was a house fire that happened in the southeast area over the weekend. It looks to be pretty much a total loss for the home. Fortunately, no one was injured in that. It's a miracle all the way around.
Oh, yeah, thank goodness.
Right before that, we had a mobile home that had damage out on Zero Road. Could have been a whole lot worse. Firefighters responded to it pretty quickly and got that taken care of.
That's scary too, because a fire in a mobile home can go very fast.
Yes, it can. Faster than you can imagine. You know, that happened not long ago on Pine Springs Road. Grease fires are horrible.
Yeah, they are. They are. I've never had to deal with a grease fire, but I have had a little fire kick up on the stove one time. It scared me to death. Goodness. But
Let me see if I can send a little note there while we're talking to TV station to let them be aware if there's an issue there.
I want to mention a birthday. Wayne Roberts wants to wish his brother Jesse Roberts a very happy birthday. And then Roy Ellis had mentioned that his father Bert Ellis and also his father-in-law, happy heavenly birthday to them. We're thinking of you for sure on this day. So, yeah.
Absolutely. We also had another fire out on 30th Avenue as we pull this up to take a look there. 1700 block of 30th Avenue. These, and you know, as you look at this weekend, a lot of things happen with, I don't know if you noticed all the fire trucks and the sounds that you keep hearing, but brush fires, wind.
Yeah. Yeah, it always makes me a nervous wreck when, like when we have a little fire, you know, you have a pile of limbs you want to burn or something, because every time that's when the wind's going to kick up at my place.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be just as calm, and you let somebody light a fire to burn a little pile, and then it's going to kick up. So it's a scary thing because it really will travel fast across the ground. You have to be, I know it's the best thing to do if you're ever going to do a burn pile, go around it with a tractor. Make sure that it's not a burn ban, obviously, and then also make sure that it's not any wind.
It can get you in a heartbeat there.
I've seen it jump a creek full of water and get up into a neighbor's yard one time, so it's scary.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we hope to, all right, we're back on television. Welcome back, y'all. Had a little blink there. Don't know what went on. We did have, I won't be able to list all of these, Candace, because it is so many, but for some reason, there must have been a stockpile of lead all over the place as we look, because it sure was a flying this weekend in Meridian. Shots reported 32nd Avenue. Shots reported on 71st Place. Now, all these that I'm mentioning, there was no injuries whatsoever as we keep going down through here. Look, gunshots on 27th Street. We had some shots there. We also had shots on 35th Avenue. Ooh, what's this? Shots on 41st Avenue. And I could go on and then on.
Right.
And then keep going. But last night was pretty calm. Wasn't that many reported last night. I do have a picture that I'm going to share later today of someone that was in their parking lot of their business, and I won't say where. And was, well, solid lead, that what goes up must come down.
Oh, gosh.
And I've had numerous business owners tell me that they go, every time it rains, we find a new leak due to the fact that people shoot up in the air in Meridian.
I don't understand what the whole fun about doing that mess is. I mean,
They apparently enjoy it.
People hire people to work at night. If you ain't got anything better to do than shoot up in the air and run around the town, shoot and go get a job. I mean, Lord.
As you bring that up, if you have a job and you have to get up early to go to work, you're too tired to be floating around doing things you shouldn't after midnight.
That's right. Oh, goodness.
But
people are tired of it.
We know how it happens. We had a car chase this weekend also. Here it went. It ended up close to Highland Park. Deputies got behind somebody that tried to make a traffic stop, and they just didn't want to have anything to do with that. They thought they'd keep going.
Yeah.
Meridian Police Department joined them, and they did get the person stopped, and, well, they got a ride. That's a few of the things. We still got more to talk about of things that have gone on in the area. We'll tell you about a few more fender benders that happened over the weekend here in the Meridian area. Plus, we'll talk about what happened on this day.
Yeah. Some history for you.
All coming up with Scotty Ray and Candace. Morning, y'all.
This is Mike Rice with Mike Rice Auctions and Wholesale coming at you live at the Ebenezer Ministries in Bailey, Mississippi. We're doing the estate sale, and it is going to be live right now on highbid.com. How you get there is go to www.mikericeauctions.hibid.com. Got a lot of office furniture, just a lot of good stuff in here. Everything you see will be for sale on www.mikericeauctions.hibid.com. That's mikericeauctions.hibid.com.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Spring is right around the corner, and Wilson Saw on Highway 19 North invites you by to get your equipment ready. For the do-it-yourselfer, they have all the filters and oil you'll need. Does your X-Mark need a tune-up or maybe a new set of blades? Let the professional sharpen your steel chainsaw or replace the plug. And they can get your steel weed eater running like tip-top for the spring. Whatever your need is, Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power will have you ready for spring. 71 Highway 19 North, 601-693-4100. Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. As Joe Gully says she may have the solution to everything, the full moon does make people's, well, they act different. It affects the ocean.
I guess so.
How
Yeah.
it comes in. Also, as Jessica points out, if you've talked about, well, why are they doing this? Well, it keeps the law enforcement busy handling it so they can go do mischief somewhere else.
Diversion.
There's a lot of truth to that, y'all.
Yeah. It probably is. But, if you think it's cool, it ain't cool. You're not cool because you shoot up in the air and do all that. Make you cool, makes you look crazy.
All right, as we go back in time, when I tell you this guy's name, you ain't going, let me just go ahead and use some English that you're not going to see on any television anywhere else. Ain't. We use it here all the time. It's a great word, and you should try it. It shows you that you're truly from the Deep South.
Yeah.
But this gentleman here, if I say his name, you will not know it. Lee Van Cleef. You go, nope, I don't know him, Scotty Ray. But let me show you his face. If you've ever watched a Western, he was the bad guy.
Gunsmoke. He was on Gunsmoke.
A lot.
Yeah.
He was born on this date, and he was really good at what he did. As a matter of fact, I looked at some pictures of him in other movies that he did, and I wouldn't recognize him because he didn't have a gun on him. It's just the image of this guy that I've always known. And just about every one of those early, The Good, Bad, and Ugly, if y'all remember, he was in that with Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
So, one of my favorites there.
I remember him on the Gunsmoke episode I watched a while back. Yeah.
Always a good show there. Matt always wins, y'all. I'll give you a hint. He may get shot every once in a while. Doc has to come, but he bounces back.
Yeah.
1935, this guy had no idea as a kid that he'd be stuck on a deserted island with two lovely women later in his life. Well, Bob Denver is the guy. He was born on this date, Gilligan.
Yeah.
It's amazing how you can take one role in your life for a 3 or 4 year period, and that's all you're ever known for.
Yeah. He was on Andy Griffith's show one time.
Yeah, sure was.
But that's the only two things I've ever seen him on.
Dobie McGillis, he was on that also, if you
was
remember
he?
that TV show.
I did watch
It was a
that
little
song.
before my time.
I watched the reruns, obviously, of it, but yeah, I watched
Sure, Candace.
Yeah.
Sure.
I did.
Well, in 1950, there was a place inside a hotel called Castle Studios. A guy from Montgomery, Alabama would show up today, and he would record Long Gone Lonesome Blues, Why Don't You Love Me? My Son Calls Another Man Daddy, which will make you cry. Woo! Stout stuff. Long Gone Daddy became his second number one. It was huge. Who am I talking about? The one, the only Hank. He showed up in there. One of those few pictures that's been colorized of Hank. As we know, he passed away a little bit before that. But boy, what a day for recording.
Yeah.
So, are you aware who Crystal Gale's sister is?
Yeah. Loretta
Make sure
Lynn.
there's a lot of folks that don't know that. But she was born on this day back in 1951. And we all remember those great songs like Don't It Make Your Brown Eyes Blue or You've Been Talking in Your Sleep, a man's worst nightmare. because your wife's going to listen. Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't talk in your sleep.
It just, don't do that. But look, it just always amazed me how the accents were so different
Yeah.
of these two. I mean, you had one that was definitely
Butcher holler material.
right, which was Loretta. And then you had the Crystal Gale, who, when she even sung, she had like an
A
accent.
very polished.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm like Ricky Bobby. I had to have my Crystal Gale T-shirt. Boy, I liked her.
I mean, it made me wonder, like, does Crystal Gale behind closed doors sound like Loretta?
Sometimes you
And
see
maybe
the-
she just sung
you know,
real
a lot of these with
refined.
these British accents that you never know about.
Yeah.
I found, you know who Groucho Marx is, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, what I found out in my research over the weekend, he did appear on I Love Jeannie. There, 1967, it happened on today. But he was not paid for the episode. You know what they did for him?
What?
They gave him a color TV to appear on that episode. That's all he wanted. Just give me a TV set.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a box of cigars. Yeah.
Groucho Marx.
Yeah.
But he was with lovely company. That doesn't get any prettier than Barbara Eden. That and still to this day, such a beautiful woman.
She is.
This is shocking that this could be that long ago. The man is still among us. The greatest guy that ever, in my opinion, that ever done Westerns. Clint Eastwood. Rawhide premiered. Did you ever watch Rawhide?
I'm sure I probably did, but.
And if you ever
something I-
watched the Blues Brother and they were kind of trapped in that bar there trying to be the good old boys and they couldn't think of a song, they had to do Rawhide, head them up, head them out, and saved their skin.
Yeah, I remember the song for the show.
Rawhide. Clint Eastwood did a great part in that. Let's see here. It was 1968, and this would all be because Dew was out doing things that he shouldn't. That's how the song came about, and well, it was recorded today. Fist City by Loretta was recorded and would later be a big hit for her on the charts. And it was about him running around with women, and she was going to whoop them. Nowadays, the wife would be gone quicker than you could drop your hat.
Yeah.
1976, they broke out cameras today, and they got these little cute things that said action. What were they doing? Well, it all started being filmed, and it would go down in history as filming began on Rocky today, of a guy that had absolutely nothing when this began, and he would become somebody and buy back his dog a little bit later on. You have to give the guy credit there. 1976, one of my favorite songs, it was 6th of June, as we all know. Convoy became number one. Chris Christopherson, quite the ladies' man there from the movie.
Do you remember her name, the lady that played in that?
She's very liberal,
Yeah.
and I should know that.
I can't remember her name. I can't. But anyway.
Mary throwing out that Rowdy Yates. I almost said that wrong. From Rawhide. Also, Mary, you remembered it. That was a good show, y'all. Loretta Lynn grew up, what's that, in Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Oh, and she grew up in Ohio. No wonder the change of
yeah.
accent there.
She grew up in Wasbash, Indiana.
I can't even pronounce that name.
I almost got it wrong.
One of the prettiest ladies of modern times has a birthday today. She is classy, let me tell you. It's never a hair out of place when we see her, and we're talking right here. Whoop. Kate Middleton has a birthday today, born back in '82. She's just classy.
She is classy.
Unlike her.
She reminds me a lot of her mother-in-law, Diana.
Yeah.
She really does.
Yeah, and that other boy, he's got some issues. I don't know if y'all been watching the news this weekend, but no, his brother Harry. Harry
Yeah,
can't go
Harry.
home. Yeah, Harry can't go home no more, I don't think. Not after this weekend. This is shocking that it was really not that long ago that your world would be changed. Steve Jobs, anybody remember him? I really thought this was before then, but as I sat back and think, I remember when they came out, we got an endorsement to talk about this. The iPhone debuted. Do y'all remember that?
I remember him standing up and talking about a lot of different things, but
I mean,
I
before
remember him
today,
getting
you
sick.
had to go through each letter of the alphabet to send a text. A, B, C, D, and
Yeah.
just why not call? That was one of the most common things. Before I do all that, I'll just call you.
yeah.
A little easier now.
I like to do. I would much rather have a phone call than a text.
There you go. Lori Rice, how are you doing? Glad you joined us to watch us there. Let's see here. 1991, somebody was banned. I'm not sure. Okay, there's been a lot worse things done in life. But give the man credit because, well, he's done a lot for the baseball. He was banned forever on this date in 91 from the Baseball Hall of Fame.
For betting.
And it looks like after all this
Placing
time, they would have
bets.
go, okay, you've paid your dues, we'll let you in.
Yeah.
1996, this was funny. It really was. Can you believe it's been that long ago? Third Rock from the Sun premiered. And yes, as you're scratching your head, Joe Diffie did have a song named that. Welcome to Earth, Third Rock from the Sun. Thought you might want to know that.
That was a cute show, though.
It was. I can't believe this has been a year. 1 year ago, we found out today that Bob Saget had passed away in a hotel room.
Have they found, I read somewhere where they had done an autopsy and found multiple fractures on his.
Yeah, and
Skull.
for the best I remember, they thought maybe he fell on the bathroom, slipped, getting out of the shower, and then went laid down. And you're always told if you have any damage to your head, never
Right.
go to sleep.
Yeah.
So Allie McGraw is what we're getting the answer from
Okay.
Convoy.
Okay.
But she was very left of where he was, if y'all remember. Kind of like the Electric Horseman, the reporter that rode around with him, chased him down out in the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
But Convoy was good. If you're watching going, I don't know what you people are talking about, y'all go back and watch that from 1976. Convoy really and truly captured what was going on in the United States at that time. And I ain't about to pay no dime. Crashed the gate doing 98. Welcome. Good morning to you. Already 8:40. We'll be right back with more information than you can stand.
Yes, we sure will.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 invites you by to take a look at a brand new product they've got. Odes, ATVs, and UTVs. These side-by-sides range from 800 to 1,000 cc's, and they come with heat or air. Whether you're doing work around the farm or hunting, they've got the unit just for you to keep warm or cool, depending upon that Mississippi and Alabama day. Swing by for a test drive today at Freeman Tractor. See coleslaw, buttermilk, and don't forget you can meet their newest employee, Eggplant. That's Freeman Tractor, Highway 494.
Have you been hurt on the job? Call Will Parker. Get the help you deserve. Call Will Parker. Know your rights when it comes to the workplace injuries. Call Will Parker. Call or go online at parkerfirm.net. Call your Meridian lawyer, Will Parker.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Welcome back as we talk about our friends over Snowden & Company. What do they got going on today? Homes. And they got a bunch of them to show you. You can find that dream home. Maybe they just need to shake things up, downsize, upgrade. You got 2 bedrooms and you got more kids than you can do. You got 1 bathroom and you just can't handle it no more. Everybody's in line. They'll find you a home with 3 to 4 bathrooms if you need it. See Amanda and her team, and you'll see a lot of these signs around town that say, just sold. It happens there. From Dalewood all the way down to Enterprise, no matter where it is, a subdivision, or if you need acreage, they've got all of that from Brandon, Flowood, right here. Now, they're closed on Sundays, Saturdays by appointment. They'll be there today through, about 5 o'clock. Drop in and visit with them a little while. Snowden & Company Real Estate, great folks, got a lot to offer you. Here's Amanda. See her. They'll work it all out for you. Make it simple. There's her team. Call them at 453-3937. Again, you'll find them there, Broadmoor area there. Good morning to you.
Yeah, I've got a couple more birthdays.
What'd you find out?
Sybil Morgan, happy birthday to you this morning. And also Cannon DeMint is 6 years old today. So hope he has a wonderful birthday.
You know, I don't remember my 6th birthday, but I sure do remember my 5th birthday when I got that set of cap guns.
Really?
And, you know, I brought this up we were talking the other day. Cap guns, is that like a thing of the past?
I don't know. People are so
I don't see them for sale
touchy.
anywhere.
Well, they're so touchy about kids having even play guns nowadays. Some people are, I think it's
But I never missed an episode of Gunsmoke that didn't have my cap guns.
Where you had the little, was it the little rounds that had the little thing?
Yeah, it had the little
you pop
paper
'em in
thing.
Yeah.
Mine had the little paper ones.
you had that
put
one.
And you
Okay.
could smell the smoke when you pull
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I had one.
You had the fancy kind.
So
that
I
you
had the
dropped.
one that had the little round things with
Yeah.
the little dots around them, and you pop them in there. And
Like I said, she had the fancy version. I had the paper version. We got a lot of comments about this, and I contacted Ward about this morning. If you were out in the Center Hill community this weekend and you noticed, hey, there's cops everywhere as we go out to the Sunoco, that's the scene of there. There was an incident that the Popo, Ward and his deputies were called out to the scene. It involved a fender bender in the parking lot, and then an altercation began in a little bit over that, an assault. And the cops were called and handled. Now, there's a lot of other comments about what went on, but to our knowledge and according to Ward, that was the situation that went on out there.
yeah, we came by, I guess, right after it happened and saw all the cop cars and stuff. So, yeah.
Thinking, what are y'all doing there? Yeah. We had an incident Friday afternoon up by Country Boys, the new restaurant or seafood place that's gone in, going into the North Hills area. And yes, someone did take off on foot. It'd be the gentleman that had done that to the windshield right there. For some reason, he just didn't want to wait for the cops to ask for his ID. A small pursuit later, and he was apprehended. Now, we had a pretty serious incident there by the Coca-Cola plant, up by where the old Winn-Dixie building is and where AutoZone is. As we go there, I think Trustmark sits there. Look at this car. Major injury there. They were taken to the hospital for injuries there. The intersection was blocked off for about 30 minutes or so till they got that all cleaned up.
I hope they're okay.
Yeah, I hope so too. But if you came along Friday, that's what was going on in that situation. Now, yesterday I started getting messages of what's going on in Tuscaloosa. I can't get through. They blocked off 20. They found 2 bodies on the side of the road in Tuscaloosa yesterday. An investigation is into this as a coroner arrived. They found one laying right on the edge of 20 and another one a few feet away. This was in the Foster as you're coming into Tuscaloosa.
Huh.
Hopefully we'll get some more details on that today and find out exactly what that was all about.
Goodness. Goodness.
Quite the scene there. So we'll hopefully find out a little bit more about that as well. Southern Miss, I've mentioned this morning. A former coach there passed away at the age of 89. Jim Carmody did a lot for USM. So, a few things that went on there. Let's see what else we had happen around the area this weekend. $1.1 million. That's what the drawing is up to. Anybody taking a chance on the lottery?
$1 billion, you said?
Yeah. Oh, I said it wrong, didn't I? It's $1 billion.
Billion. Goodness, with me.
I'm used to just saying the word million.
Yeah. Well, it's the Mega Millions jackpot, so that's probably what.
The $1 billion mark. Now, as y'all remember, this is what is so shocking as I've gotten older in life. I remember as a kid, the word $100,000 meant you probably were wealthy.
Right.
That no longer means that. By far and away, that is not meaning that anymore.
Yeah.
Not so sure $1 million means anything anymore as inflation goes. But I'm far from each of those numbers, so.
Right. It says that it's the 3rd largest of all time jackpot.
Wow. I may have to throw down a buck or two on that.
I'm sure my husband will be getting his jackpot.
I need to ask. Does he
not
choose
his
the
jackpot.
same
I wish he'd
numbers?
get his jackpot ticket.
Does he do random or pick the same number each week?
I can't remember if he picks the same numbers. I want to say he does pick the same numbers.
Like, do you touch his hand or something? He walks away going, "You're my lucky
he don't
star."
want me touching. He don't want me touching the ticket. He don't want me touching nothing because I'm telling you, I'm not good luck when it comes to the stuff like that.
But
I'm just not.
Interesting about that, there's so many things that people believe bring them good luck.
Yeah.
A certain route they go or a certain path they watch or somebody touching them, giving them that good luck charm. Elvis even sang about that, my good luck charm.
I would not be the good luck charm. Yeah. He probably don't even need me with him when he buys it. Like, seriously.
Linda, thank you. She said that Amazon sells the cap guns.
Okay.
You won't find them. I don't think anybody locally even has those. But, wow.
I think you can still find them, but they're just few and far between. But anyway, another birthday. We have another birthday. D. Bethany, happy birthday today. So
Well,
you have a great one.
TD Racing said that it's 1 million seconds in 11 days and 1 billion seconds in 32 years. Yeah, I don't think I can add that high. I ain't got that many toes and fingers. Thanks for the info there, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure by now everybody's heard about this. This is horrible. A school teacher, an elementary school teacher, was shot in Virginia. Have y'all heard about this?
No.
A 6-year-old in her class had a gun, and as she went to take it away from her, he shot her on purpose.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, the child will most likely not be charged. Will the parent have to face any repercussions over this? I'm not sure. How did the child get the gun to school? We don't know.
Was it a fatal? I mean, did she pass
No,
away?
she's in the hospital, a serious condition, but she was shot. They rushed her to the hospital. I cannot imagine.
That's scary.
And then for him to do it deliberately because she was going to take it, that goes back again to how many times we've said of teaching at home right from wrong.
Well, and also lock the guns up, or put them in a safe place where the kids don't have access to get them. But teach your children too. Gun safety, if you're, not to be touching the guns. I don't know. It's a touchy subject.
Very
sure.
touchy. You remember when we brought up California getting ready to have rains? 12 people have died in the state of California due to these storms that have rolled in there on the West Coast. Condolences to those family members out there. Still a lot more to talk about. Y'all don't be rushing off. You can't go nowhere. We got everything fixed on TV. They're doing fine. We'll be right back with more information.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential Living and Flooring Store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
I'm Chris Bullock, and I'm a candidate for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor. One of the reasons I'm running is I absolutely love this community and care about our people. I have the experience and leadership skills necessary to provide a professional service to every resident. I have a record of serving this community since I was 15 years old. It's time for fresh ideas under a new generation of leadership. I ask for your prayers, and I ask for your support.
Paid political by Chris Bullock for Supervisor. Well, as we go to Godwin, what are they doing today? They're cleaning things. The sunshine is outside, and, well, they're all over this today. They've got a fleet that is out. They're taking care of buildings that you can see, and, of course, homes. If your home needs it, they take care of offices, parking lots. If you've got this green stuff appearing on your home, let them come out. They're professionals, and they've got all this equipment now that no one gets hurt. From lifts to, well, getting those drones up there in those hard-to-reach places, from making your roof look good again to the brick on your home. Maybe it's your driveway that looks bad. Maybe you got a store that's got motor oil all out front where people are sitting there with it idling.
That's right. Or you're fixing to be doing spring cleaning in a couple of months. Go ahead and line them up for that.
And they can do this for you from your decks and steps and a whole lot more. They can get you on a program to where they come back once a year, twice a year. You don't have to worry about it anymore. See them, Godwin Cleaning Services. Call them at 253-8262. That's the number to reach them. Lots of comments on that. Now, apparently, they've updated the story since I last read this on the 6-year-old kid. It's saying that he has been charged, and they feel the parents should be too. I even saw to where someone said that he brought bullets to school the day before.
Yeah, that should
have been a sign.
Should have been a big flag right there. Yeah.
It does make you scratch your head and say that where's America going if we can't control these things?
Gosh, yeah.
I may have the perfect summer job for you.
For me?
Yeah. You ever wanted to sing along with that song, I Wish I Was an Oscar Mayer Wiener?
I remember that song.
Yeah.
There was a little kid that sung that song.
They're looking for wiener drivers. The hot dog car. They're looking for someone that just graduated from college, out in marketing maybe. They're going to hire some folks to drive America, and you can sit behind the windshield of the hot dog.
Okay.
Drive it around. You go to big cities and rural routes as well. If you're interested, we'll send you a link there to where you can fill it out. Send in your application of why you would like to drive the hot dog. I just can't imagine that paying that much.
Yeah, I can't.
Said the biggest perk of it is seeing the United States. That's not really a perk, I hate to tell y'all.
Right. Yeah, you're not going to be able to sneak into a town in that vehicle.
Yeah. A Virginia Tech soccer player last year was benched because she wouldn't take a knee. The team was trying to force her to take a knee during the national anthem. She wouldn't do it. She was benched for the rest of the year. She is sued. She has won $100,000. Rightly so. You can't push your ways of thought on anyone. We had a big push there of don't like the United States or our flag or anything that it stood for. We all know that. We've seen it. She's won her court case.
That's good.
And also, I won't show the video, but this is floating around. Have y'all seen it? The police are looking for the guy, and more of a thank you. It was a restaurant. A guy comes in and robs everybody.
I saw this.
Takes their money. Well, the armed citizen there takes him out. He gets the money and passes it back out to the people. They're asking for help identifying him. From what I understand, they just want to say thank you.
Well, I was concerned that, because you know how in this day and time,
yeah.
everything's backwards. You know, good's bad,
That was my
bad's
first
good.
thought.
So, yeah, I was thinking they were looking for him to maybe, reprimand him for doing that. Or
Let's hope they're telling the truth on that.
yeah, because I saw the video. The guy is going around person to person in this restaurant, holding these people at gunpoint, trying to rob them.
Yeah.
And you see him fidgeting around trying to get his gun out, and then you see him get his gun and shoot the guy. So
We don't know how many deals were cut, but as we all know, it took 15 tries for Kevin McCarthy to finally become the Speaker of the House. What deals were done underneath the table and sideways, we don't know yet.
I stayed up and watched it. Me and my husband both did. We did.
Boy.
Yeah.
I didn't know how much longer that would keep going.
Yeah. There was several, but two which I really wanted to.
I don't know what the Matt deal was.
Matt Gaetz and this other girl, I can't think of her name. They were just totally against voting for him. But and they kept coming over and trying to convince them. I don't know what was being said, but she had this look on her face like, I ain't doing it.
She had an attitude.
I think she don't like him personally, and I think that had a lot to do with it. But I want to mention Tommy Godwin has a birthday also today. Happy birthday, Tommy. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Tommy, big one there
Before
for
we
you.
get off. There.
We say thank you for joining us. We're coming back tomorrow morning.
Yes, 8 a.m. Hope y'all can join us, and I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: